So now we're, life is going. We're 3 years past, 4 years past, 5 years past.
Who is it?
It's the constable. Huh? Well, mind you, Tiffany and I, her mom, you know if you do grown folk stuff gonna happen.
It was hunching.
Right. So, I wasn't positive. I wasn't sure. So 5 years had passed. And then you have a child. And I'm trying to explain that to her. And it's like, hey, what you been doing? At work today, chilling? Yeah, what you do today? I got us another baby.
She just came. I just
Dropped it off.
And it was really, really, it was a rough patch. It was really a rough patch because I was like,
I'm not taking no more kids.
I did. As an adult, I sat and thought about it. Like if I was married to somebody for 5 years, and then they was like, surprise! Like I don't know. Like that's God all over that. Ain't
but I actually told him, you on your own. When it happened, I was like, okay, Portia.
So press pause. So now at this point,
Mhm.
at this point in this time in your life, like how do you feel being in that moment as a kid? What did you feel like when you came to that park? Because I remember
Well, you gotta tell them what happened. So I go at once.
We was looking on Woodland.
The DNA test 99.99999.
Also, look at these faces.
Right.
Copy, paste. Like it's.
And so we come, and so I said, well, I'm gonna go pick her up. I want to introduce y'all to y'all sister and all them. And you remember the scene on Color Purple? You ain't none of them.
She ain't none of my mammy.
But it was just an awkward situation. I remember us getting in the car. I remember him explaining. I remember us going, and then I remember seeing her. Like, she ain't one of us. Like, she ain't part of the gang gang. You was tiny, bro.
You was actually playing on the playground. That's all.
You was concerned with that. We was concerned with beef.
And
like,
somebody pushed me down.
I did.
I
did not start out on the right path as a big sister. But as time went on, I did eventually go to them to
Mediator.
hey, this is our sister.
Well, then she gonna switch the game up, bro. Like, you can't switch. You can't say, bro, we beefing with such and such. You know what I'm saying? This is what it is.
But I also told Portia too, I said, you are in the older sister seat. I think, son, you did one of them runaway moves.
Yeah, because now let's go back to Sonya. Sonya was there.
Let's talk about when we used to have fun.
Oh, you don't want to talk about that?
But Sonya, it was some trouble going on that needed to be addressed.
Because, to be real and to be honest, Sonya really never had a childhood.
Right.
And really never got to really experience being a kid.
Yeah.
So Sonya grew us and raised us.
Yeah.
Because when my parents was gone,
she would take care of us. And she was a 20-something-year-old kid. Y'all, we knew Sonya as our sister and being a big kid with our party animals with us.
She was mama to me because I used to be.
She had a
Sonya.
We used to have to take naps and T would be up in there bouncing on the bed playing.
Nah, bro.
That's why
So back there, when we came to the park,
Back to the park.
they just mean mugging her.
We did.
Just mean mug. Who is she?
I probably was like, hey, what
And so we trying to, just trying to blend. And I'm kind of in the middle of everything. Like, I'm the common denominator, of course.
I vividly remember meeting you. Both of y'all. I remember you had like a red car or something. I think it was like a Grand Dam.
It was a Grand Dam. It was a room.
I remember that, and we had a conversation. And then we were at the house on Woodland, and you're like, well, where your mom and dad? You call us David and Tim if you want to, or whatever you feel comfortable. Just trying to navigate that. There's no handbook on how to navigate that. Everybody just doing their best. And we made mistakes, and then we fix it and talk it out.
As a kid, I just felt like my spot was getting took. It was like, dang, I was already the middle kid. Like I was in. I had only boy middle. You know what I'm saying?
And then so these two with the sibling rival
being in the middle.
Clashed all the time.
all the time, because it was, now that you know, it was like that middle spot. You just came in and took my spot.
So now I go from like, yeah, we don't know her, to now I'm like, story of my life today. Have to be like, okay, Portia, focus. You're the peacemaker.
And
you're the
I've
big
told.
sister.
That's what I told
You
her.
have to get everybody together. I was like,
Told her
whatever.
earlier.
But ultimately,
Like, whatever.
I did. I told her. I said the Lord wouldn't have given you that position if He didn't feel like you could handle it.
And it's funny because I'm telling my daughter the same thing. My first
Yeah,
born, the
because
same thing.
because I can imagine it being rough. Because it was rough for me being the only child, and everybody else had the same daddy. You know, we did. You know, the score game was always on.
Yeah.
You know, you talking about your daddy. Where your daddy at? You ain't never seen your daddy. So I would say, your daddy dead. He pushing daisies.
Like,
You know, so it's
that's
like,
just how it does.
so it's like we were just.
And
It was
kids are
always,
brutal.
Yeah,
but Mom always taught us that I never looked at my siblings as being half. I don't know if I ever told y'all, we had them to come. This man came to the house and did blood work, and he said, "You know, really, you are only child." I looked at the man. I got a really bad attitude with him, and I served him much attitude. I was like, "Sir, I have sisters and brothers." He was like, "I'm sorry, Miss Man, but you are the only bloodline
Of
it's
your
of you, of your
father.
mother and father. It's just you." And it really broke me on the inside. I was like, I wasn't raised that way. I have brothers and sisters.
Tell when you and Portia about the step.
Oh, and our first Portia was probably about 8 years old, because I have always been in Portia's life. I was there when she was born.
I was just gonna say, give the backstory.
So the backstory is me and David we sung together, we became best friends, and the night I was so happy, he was still in school. I had already graduated, so I was working. So the night that your mom went into labor, I was off that next day. We had just finished a rehearsal, was coming, and Granny was like, Dave's going into labor, so we got to take her to the hospital.
Right.
And he was like, man, you ain't got to go to work tomorrow. Come on, go to the hospital with me. And I was like, well, okay. So I just rolled.
Since
I ain't got nothing else to do. So I went and sit at the hospital the whole 21 hours she was in labor. I was there at the hospital. So it's just
Fast forward to Portia. We at an event.
We were at an event, and Portia was like, something happened, and she was like, some people came up. I said, oh, this is my stepdaughter right here. This is Portia, and this is such this. So we was, the night went on. She didn't say anything, but we got in the car. We were riding. I don't even know if you even remember it, but we got in the car, and she was like, Mama, when you introduce me, don't introduce me as your stepdaughter. Just introduce me as your daughter. And it really pricked my heart. And I was like, okay, you're right. So it just shows me how much kids are paying attention when you think they're not paying attention, y'all. So that's why we don't use the step.
Right.
And these are my kids. And when I even meet people on the street and they say, well, that's my step. No, these are just your kids. Right. So I'm passing it on. So
with you,
we say bonus as well, because I now have bonus children. So we say bonus. So
I grew up on that.
Bonus mom, bonus.
You say
bonus.
Bonus. Yeah, I mean,
I said I haven't got it in my spirit yet.
You got to though, because you in a blended family. You just got to think about where you.
I'm praying, pray for me. Hallelujah.
Yeah,
where you been and where you coming from? Because you done been through the most. I like really sitting over here thinking about it. It's like, dang,
and we
bro,
really
14
should. I apologize to this day, but me not knowing, we really should have gotten you some type of
carefully, yeah.
Because even I think of the night, even when they came and said your mama had been shot, and y'all came and stayed with us when we were home. I was home with mama. And for y'all to even have to go through that trauma as kids, right. And then for you to go back to where y'all was living after it even happened in that house, and then y'all move, and it was just a lot
to deal with.
Well, we live and we learn. I mean, I still can take a couple of calcium today, but I'm just saying I guess that's why I hardened so much on a lot of things and like be to myself right to this day. But I'm getting better. I talk. Usually I wouldn't even say anything.
Yeah, she didn't say much of nothing.
So now I'm like learning not to let hold.
Now we can't turn it off. but Tiffany, there was a time when you felt like you weren't wanted in the family, like you didn't have a spot.
Yeah, because just from a child standpoint, you have your mama's house, this set of rules and that kind of thing. And then you have your daddy's house, which is a completely different environment, a completely different sense of interaction. So trying to navigate how to do that and switch that on and off and all that kind of stuff, it's difficult for a child to try to process all of that.
And we definitely got to stop putting these kids
I was just gonna say it's
in
the
adult
same.
business, because one thing we do is we drag them in, and we expect kids to kind of process all of this stuff. Kids cannot process what us as adults process. When they hear us arguing, bickering, and fighting, and then we tell you your daddy and your no good mama, and kids, when they get back, it's like, how do we deal with this? What do I do?
Right.
And
I just had to get to. I'm in the country. I just had to get to a place. Even like as a grown woman, I had to get to a place where I'm like, okay, our parents are humans, and once we realize that, then you can move forward in healing.
Mhm.
So
extending the same grace. Like I made some dumb, stupid mistakes in my 20s, and I'm just trying to imagine like them being 20s and their mistakes are affecting other people. I just had me and my cat, so like I'm like,
which cat?
my animal.
Oh.
It's an animal.
Okay, so
That was so nasty.
that's what got us in this problem we were in.
You sound like you making the same mistakes.
Man, my cat in these streets.
I think that's called a generational curse.
Oh my God.
No, but just like giving, and then like forgiveness and just giving each other the grace to like, we made the mistake. Let's talk through it so we don't make the same one again,
Right.
and move on and
so
enjoy each other.
I'm sorry, you just had a birthday, and something happened at your birthday that hadn't happened in
I
30.
haven't talked to you about that.
You gonna cry? No, I ain't gonna cry.
Okay, so tell them what happened.
Okay.
Well, let me tell you how we came to this.
Okay.
You said it about maybe 5 birthdays ago.
I remember, yes.
5 birthdays ago, tell them what you wanted for your birthday.
I said, can we have a party with like my mama's side of the family and my daddy's side of the family like together? It was an absolute no from both sides. No, absolutely not.
I didn't say no, but I didn't say yes.
It was a no. And so I made my peace with the fact that like I have 2 families that has built me into the person that I am today,
Right.
the glorious human being you see before you.
Period.
And so after that, I just made my peace with it. Well, they surprised me for my birthday, and I walk in, it's beautifully decorated. Thank y'all so much. And it's the family, like my daddy's side of the family. Like I was like, oh my God, that's so awesome. And they said, we got one more surprise for you. And my mom walks out. And to have my mom, and my sisters and nephews, but to have my mom, and my dad in the same space for my birthday, I just
She broke it down. But what I wanted to do, even when we were talking about it, I said, we got to get a mom over here. And I didn't know
But
when we reached that.
I'll be for side too. Yeah, it was like
Right.
loving. It was
Yeah,
loving.
it was
was
so
really
beautiful.
good. We had fun, like
It was
games,
dope.
and everybody
Yeah.
participated. It was fun.
I didn't know how she was going to receive it. Like, hey, you come
Yes.
to the house. And,
Because
for Tiffany,
I could see if it was like somewhere else, but we were asking her to come here versus being like at a restaurant
Right.
or another
Because
space.
y'all run
another
into
space.
each other at
Yeah.
my shows. Y'all
Yeah.
come to the same night or
Yeah.
whatever.
and it's
And
hey,
that's, it's very cordial,
Cordial.
but to have everybody in a home to celebrate together. And my mom said something so profound.
she did. Okay, let me tell you how it
Okay,
happened.
let us
She
know.
pulled,
Let
I
us
gotta
know.
set it up for. She pulled us to the side, and I was like, "Here we go."
They've had turbulent conversations.
Exactly.
Before.
But she said something that I was just like this.
Okay.
What she
She
said?
said, I've lived more days than I have left. So let's just celebrate each other and love on each other and just be here.
She said we were kids, and let's just let that be that.
That is so
And
beautiful.
I was just like, "You're right."
Yeah.
And it just seemed like it was just like, "Let's party!"
Because when we were planning it, because with my mom, over the years, we've always got together, kids' birthday parties.
Mm-hmm.
We've always, like, my aunt comes over here. My mom has been to the house. So when we were planning for you, I was like, I just need everybody to get that stuff together for Tiffany.
You said stuff?
In my head, I said, just in my mouth, I said stuff. Because I knew it would mean so much to you. You know what I'm saying? And me and Tia had a conversation. Tia was like, y'all grown, so why does it matter? You know what I mean? I was like, you won't understand until you in a situation where you feel like you in the middle of 2 families. No, but yeah, to for have sure. everybody together, and Tia was like, oh, okay, I get it. So it's just a matter of explaining these things to people, talking it out, everybody understanding, and just when it's not your moment, don't make it your moment. If it's
Right.
somebody else's moment, do everything you need to do to make that person happy for their moment.
I was super excited to just
Thanks.
know that we were able to give her, on top of the gifts.
Cause she
Yeah.
hadn't been
It's cool.
home. And
Right.
Yeah.
Like we was trying to throw you off, then trying to plan it on the same
Man.
time. Okay, well, I'm going to get my hair done. I was trying to really go get stuff for the party, but I had to get my hair done too. So, but like it was really fun, and it turned out really,
And to
really
see
dope.
everybody like put your weapons aside. It's not the weapons aren't for each other. That's to fight all the mess we got to deal
Outside,
with
yeah.
outside.
Right.
But like to
Vote.
put our weapons down, vote, amen. But to put our weapons down and just love on each other in one room as a community, it was really, really beautiful. And that was a testament to like how far we've come.
Yes. There's been some moments when we've gotten phone calls and I've been back, like, well, I don't care what you say. I don't care what you say. And it was just,
Facebook beat, Instagram beat.
it was just so much stuff. And when you realize it, it's just like, for what?
But it's life is short.
For
Yeah.
what?
I mean, and I'm glad it happened. I wish it would have been earlier, but God has His time.
Big up to you, Toy, for coming. I appreciate
for
y'all.
every-
And Monica
and
and the
Monica,
boys.
Yes, for
Big up to you.
everything. I mean, everything has its timing.
Yes.
And it was perfect timing. Because if we would have tried to do it within our own power earlier, it may have been a train wreck.
Right.
Right.
But I mean,
And then
so
we've
it's
had
perfect.
great healing conversations, just like all of us have gotten a chance to
Oh,
talk.
man,
in
you
the
ain't
room.
had no conversation. We done had some
Yes.
arguments.
No, I'm saying,
I know.
I'm saying,
I don't
even
think
leading
nobody
up
can
there.
really argue like you and Daddy and me and Daddy. Like I don't
Me
know,
and
David.
David?
No, never mind. I'm sorry. I take that back. David and Daddy. I'm talking about out of the girls. Like me and Daddy.
Tia be like, I be mad because Tia won't argue with me.
You get mad by yourself.
Tia just will sit there blank faced like, and Daddy be like, you just.
Sonya would just be like this. Well, if you want.
If y'all want to,
Yeah,
I mean that's cool. I'm
Whatever
fine.
you want. That's good. So, what about y'all,
Enough
mama?
beef in
Y'all
my
done,
life to let it go.
have you and mama ever had an argument?
Yeah. But she one time she said, I'm gonna slap your face. That's what she said one time.
Oh, she
My
said
room
that,
was dirty.
that's heavy.
Her room was
I
dirty.
only had one argument with mama.
David don't want to argue with Mom. He'll avoid it. He'll just.
She's like, it's okay.
Wait a minute, at last.
Right.
argue with none of y'all, honestly.
Have you and Tia ever had an argument?
That's what
But
I'm
it's-
talking about.
we get into a little
That's
spat,
what-
But it's
I'm
not
about
like
to go
a.
date
We
myself.
It's not like a
almost
big
kinda
argument.
One of the same.
Yeah,
So
so they
our
just.
arguments is like, well, you should have did it. Well, you should have did it. Well, okay, well, whatever. Then,
So,
bro.
growing up, let me ask y'all a question. So, growing up, would you have want to get a whooping from me or a lecture?
Whoop me!
Yeah,
Whooping. Your
But the
lecture
thing is,
class.
after you get a whooping, you gonna get a lecture too. So it's
Hey,
just
he
like,
probably, bug me.
Nah, he slapped you a few times.
One time.
I want him
Tell
to
him
shut
I was a
up.
good girl.
Right.
You ran away 16 times.
That's because I'm going through some things. But I never got one because I never got in trouble to get myself together.
Sonya, you ran away. Again, I say, you ran away like
As
that.
a
As a
kid,
yeah, I
a
never
kid.
got in trouble.
Yeah.
Oh, you
No,
ran
she didn't give us no problems till she got that thing hit.
They got that thing hit
Yeah,
one
I
time and it
should-
just
yeah,
drove
that
her
time,
nuts. But-
But that's a lot of people after the fact. It's like you did it,
I,
but it's
and then I was stuck in the hard place trying to get out of there, and I couldn't go back there. So I was like, I had to figure out and be grown because I had to.
One of the hardest things for me to do with you, Sonya,
no. You
No,
talking
when I
about the
was
slap when she?
I know I'm saying because we
I,
going.
I just flew back in the cloud. And got
We go, I know what happened with that. I went over to the boy's place. I went over to his place and say, I ain't gonna call no names, but I go over to his place and Sonya here. He just like this. You better not say no name. You better not. Don't do that, baby. He just is about to.
hey,
Nah, you better not. So I'm sitting there, and I walk in the. I'm telling you, I walk in the boy's room and say, "Is Sonya here?" No, Uncle David, she ain't here. And I'm like, so Sonya is not here. No, she ain't here. And I look down, and her pants are right there on the floor. I'm like,
Dang, so she had done dropped them drawers for the man? Dang, she had done had them cheeks out.
and then so I look.
We up looking
I
for
said, you know what? I opened the closet,
She laid
and
up.
she's
huh?
standing in the closet like this, look like a little scared rat. Just- I walked up, dog, what you lie to me for? She was sitting there like this. I ain't said nothing. This is say something. She did not say nothing. I just left. Then one of the hardest things for me to do.
When I went to jail.
She
You
got-
asking them folk over there, like a mug.
I was trying because I was like always trying to make sure that I'm patient and trying to understand what's going on. And she called me and said, she said, Uncle David, can you come and get me out of jail? I said, I'm not going to be able to do it this time. I'm not going to be able to do
I
it.
don't know if I can do that.
I'm not going to be able to do it. It was the hardest thing. I hung up the phone.
I just kept calling,
I just hung up the phone and started crying.
But she always say, "Now, man, I wish I would listen to you."
But life has a crazy thing. Boy, it's round, ain't it? It's round. Huh?
What do you say?
What's crazy is her
Joe.
sister passed. Her sister passed, and she's now taking her
Took-
sister's
she
son.
took
She
him.
took her sister's son in. Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
It's round, boy.
That's crazy. It's like, I don't know how we did it. I do not. It was nothing but the grace of God, because we also had
Baby John came stay with us.
Retha,
came stay with us.
Keisha,
And then Uncle Dougie.
and Steph, and we were just the refuge. And I think a little bit of it, we had a good spat not too long ago about just this whole thing and just how we shared our lives with people. And we were just I don't know. I explained to him.
I really believe that's why we've been so blessed, though.
I explained to him, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to turn people to this. I didn't know what to do.
No,
I know.
Ain't nobody got time for
Because when I think about Kiki and how we should have took him in, he's in prison now.
Ain't peanut.
yeah.
They're all in prison, and I feel like if we would have
Or have been.
probably taken them in, their lives would be better.
I know.
Jesus.
Don't cry. You need a minute. Just breathe, son. Just relax.
I and I've never really shared that
Take
with
a
nobody,
breath.
but
Nah, when
You
he
wanna
told
get
me
up and
that,
go from
that's
the
why I
table
was
for a
crying a
minute?
while
No,
ago,
you good.
because for
You
him to
good?
make that statement, and it's like, what could you do?
I didn't know what I couldn't
He
take
wasn't in the
everybody.
position that he's in now.
No, it'd be different.
Financially, I couldn't. So I just brought her in, but
But we're really sorry that we couldn't have.
and to this day, that kind of haunts me when I see that he's in prison and the other brothers have been to prison. I'm wondering, what if I'd have sacrificed and brought him on in?
Yeah.
I just, as a 21-year-old, what did you do?
You also can't beat yourself up.
I know.
Because you will stress yourself out and drive yourself crazy.
But who's to say?
I don't want to hear no words of wisdom.
Well, cry then.
But who's to say? Because we all have choices. But
God,
we tried, and we have really tried, even after the fact,
you
to
okay?
help as many. You all right? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
It has been a lot. So
What's the matter, son? Huh?
My biggest friend, he not coming back to me.
Ooh,
That she said her biggest fear is that she can't get him back.
It's mine.
I know.
yeah.
I know.
And then-
Mental health is also very real, very, very, very. And I know on mom's side of the family, I always think though, like, because a lot of people on your side of the family
Has
have
been haunted.
like drugs and just
Yep.
mental
Been
health
haunted.
and stuff
But
like that.
that's
Like,
how
what
we
do
do
you do?
But
How do we?
we don't address it as that. We just
But when it comes to mental health, I didn't really see that per se.
Mhm.
I would say addiction has been more.
that's part of
Yeah.
mental health.
Well, I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
I'm just saying.
Well, that's been the ride. That's been the ride of it, of like the choices, because
Yeah.
it's like I look at, I could have took the same path, but I just saw myself. I just wanted something better. I wanted something better, but I think even for my other family members that we've seen and we've tried to help, through prayer but I really think if a lot of times it is to be able to get help, and we don't
Yeah.
ask or.
Because that's what she was talking about.
Which she's
Kiki's
afraid,
mind. Yeah. Her brother.
Yeah. But see, his is really due to something that he took his drugs.
Yeah.
The drugs that he took, something that they laced it with.
But why was he taking the drugs? What was he trying to mask?
Because
What was he
imagine
trying
as
to-
how old was Kiki when your mom died? 6?
6 or 8.
6, 8
Yeah.
somewhere. So imagine losing your mom at that age. What they can do, what it did to you.
And not having a present father or
Right.
anything.
Nobody. And so
I think him and Kiki Peanut still battle with that to this day.
Yeah.
because
You feel
I
like
can't really talk to him without us clashing and stuff. He
But
just,
'cause
anybody pass away, like it just hunt him.
yeah.
He
I-
can't like live it up.
Can't recover
Yeah,
from it.
at all.
Mhm.
Ooh, it just, but that's why I'm so big on family. And sometimes I'm overbearing as, because I look at this like selfish, like this is mine.
Right.
It's mine. And sometimes with, whether it's, this is what I need you to do. This is what I want you to do. It's what I need you to. It's because I value that so much. We didn't grow up in a 2-parent home. We didn't grow up. When I got married, that's why I say I'm doing one stop shop. I'm getting married one time. Ain't no whole bunch of no. I'm doing it once, and that's why I'm so big. And
But even with the family, even like with our nieces and nephews, we've reached back to try to encourage and to give guidance to make a different choice. But sometimes I do feel like it's like, was it enough? Or,
it's
it's like,
never enough.
so it's like, it's only, I feel like, because there's only so much that my hands,
Right.
and even with speaking, to my brother, it's like to do better. It's like,
But I think a
come
lot of
on.
times we
come on, if we can.
let's pray it away. Tell the Lord thank you. Tell the Lord.
But even
Sometimes it's
tell
some
them-
practical stuff that we need to do
Yeah.
and get people some help to say, sit down and let's talk it through.
Right.
Let's figure out what it is.
But
It's nothing wrong with that. But I think a lot of times we just like, take it to Jesus. Yes, I need to take it to Jesus, but I need to talk to somebody here.
Jesus and therapy can go together.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jesus talks to the therapist. Okay.
I even try to give encouragement to my family members to let them know that there is a different path.
Right.
I mean, it's just to say.
But I think you gotta
was like,
address.
I did. Okay, we do have to address those things, but sometimes I think people just need an encouragement to just say that it can be better. Because
But
a lot of times we
what-
feel like it's just this.
You got to understand what can be better.
I think y'all,
Life.
I don't even know if y'all realize this, even y'all's presence on TV, our presence on YouTube is representation for a different option.
Right.
Other people who have blended families only see like everybody bickering, everybody fighting, but like
Absolutely.
we are giving a view of a different option,
Right.
some different
And
choices.
that's what I
to
was
With
say,
work, with us
with
putting
work.
in the work.
Yeah,
Right.
but like to say like this is actually possible.
That's
And
that's what I mean by
Yeah.
that you give the word that it doesn't just because what it looks like, it doesn't have to be like this.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't have to stay like this. You know why I say that? Because I was in this.
Right.
I was right
But
there.
also in that, we have to know that people also need professional help. Like people are suffering from things that me looking and you giving me a word of encouragement is not going to do. People need professional counseling. They
but
need.
how do you get people? My thing is, how do you?
No, they
get
have to
people-
be willing. Now,
They
that's
gotta
the
be, yeah.
yeah. They gotta
That's
be
my
willing.
thing. It's
Yeah.
like, that's how. To me, I felt like that was my way to start it.
Right.
I mean,
Oh,
that's-
no,
To
right.
say that you don't have to stay like this, and that there is something different, a different path you can take.
But it's going.
But it's like
That's true.
if me pushing you saying
And
go
you,
get some
you
help.
did wait.
Right.
You know?
That's where the hurt is for me, because I
Right.
feel like I've tried to push and say that there's more than just
But
smoking
sometimes
weed.
you just have to say when you get ready,
And I
I'll
did.
be right here.
Yeah.
And then too,
And
I
leave it.
did. I separated.
But I think sometimes I know
myself.
me wanted so much for it. Sometimes I was like, and then
But see, you were there for your kids.
But
to
sometimes
say-
people gotta fall and bump their head just like I did and recover. And some people may recover, some people, may not recover.
Me and Daddy have this conversation
Yeah.
all the time
And
about
I don't like that idea.
About-
I mean, I don't either, but it took me
people
all
are
that whooping.
Yeah, but I mean,
People are-
everybody is different.
people gonna go down their own path. You can't expect everybody. Everybody is not I can look at you and touch that and then it's hot. Mama might be like, oh, I saw her touch it, I ain't hot. But some people other people are gonna touch it too.
So
But see,
everybody's
my
blueprint
thinking is,
not,
if I can avoid
Right.
the hurt, and that's my thing, have been one of my downfalls with y'all, even as it relates to dating, is I always wanted to protect y'all from heartbreak.
Right.
I'm gonna make sure you don't get your heart broken.
Yeah.
It didn't work all the time.
All right.
Sometimes it was like, okay, you see what I meant now? Yeah, you got it?
Well, you
but
know
some,
my
but
theory on
huh?
that. I said, you know my theory on that.
I know, but you know, even with what you said is sometimes you gotta let you go through that.
Yeah.
But as a father, and like I say, some stuff you don't understand until you actually there. As a father or as a parent,
Yeah.
you don't want to see your kid hurt.
And
You
I
don't want to see
think-
them come back crumbled.
And to me, and I've said this to you before, Portia, I think your views are partially will change to that once your kids really get of age and making decisions on their own.
That you don't want to see them hurt.
100%. I don't want to see them hurt, but the reality is they're gonna get hurt.
Well, I mean,
they're gonna go through things. They're gonna, you know what I'm saying. But I don't want to get to a place to where it's like they don't feel like, you know, they can approach mama or they can come to mama. You know what I'm saying? When they do, that they can't make.
Oh, you mean like coming back to you?
Yeah, yes. I know they're gonna. I would love for all of my children to walk down this one perfect path.
Oh no,
in life.
I know that. No,
you know, but I know somebody. They're gonna get their heart broke. I feel like heartbreak is necessary.
And as a father, you're with your babies, you don't.
I know.
I
don't want that.
Because you just don't. But see, because the
that's
reason
true.
I think
that's a word
but
right there.
that doesn't make me not a protector because I say heartbreak is necessary.
But I'm
see,
just
your
saying.
protection-
But
your
I'm just saying. But the hurt of you and what you could take, one of them can't take that heartbreak.
Well,
that's very true, but one of them might also be stronger than I ever was.
No, we
too.
hope that. That's the hope
what he said.
of
And
a
he's not
parent.
saying that you as
That's the hope
a
of
mom can't be a protector, but it's a difference in the father's protection.
Than a mother who births the babies.
Yeah. We're not saying y'all not strong. We're just saying there's some stuff.
No, I'm just saying.
It's not. We're not saying that y'all not strong as people. Now we're not going nowhere near that. What we're just saying,
they were made.
it's just
How
we're just saying
made.
a father's your
It's
thinking.
how you were created.
Your thinking as a woman is different than the thinking of a man.
100%. We are.
But
I
I
see,
male,
but
we
we are
see that
female.
My capacity to want to protect you is different than you know. Not saying that yours is any different. Not you,
right?
Like a lioness that can't protect.
I was just gonna say because these are people that
because through your eyes,
through
your eyes,
we
could never take that out the beam out of your eye for that.
If we could do that, we would do that too for our kids. But we're not gifted to do that. There are certain things that as a man,
God gave you.
Yeah, that you're not built for on this side.
Right.
You're not built to have that.
Well, I'm just talking about as it relates to them making mistakes, them going through heartaches, bumping their heads. I would love for them not to, but I'm just trying to figure out ways to give them the game so that when they do, because I know it's going to happen, this is how you recover from it. This is how you do this. This is, you got your heart broke. Let me tell you how to come up out of that thing. But that's all I'm saying. I know they're going to make the mistakes.
Oh, y'all gonna keep going?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
See, this is Tia. She ready to shut it down.
What daddy say? The attention span of a
gnat.
Of a gnat. I just want to give them the game and equip them with the tools. Yeah.
Right. So see, even
those are kids.
Because I feel like trying to protect them and not giving them
space,
not even space, giving them the tools to be able to cope with whatever bad decision they make or whatever. Like they need to know how to come out of these things.
I believe you will give them that.
Yeah.
But see, too, some things you're not gonna be able to just give right off. Some things when they come back. It's like it's a guidance thing. It's I don't care how old you get. There's still, or whoever you are, we all still need some type of guidance.
Right.
Yeah. Even with y'all now, like as old as y'all are, let me hear from him. What's going on? Hey, long as I know everybody's good, I'm good. But if I know that there's a situation there, then it's not supposed to, but it does cause me to lose sleep. Right. It does cause me to stay up.
Because he's gonna try to fix it.
I am.
But in the fixing it, you have to take some pressure off yourself and know that, like, if you plant the seed, someone else is gonna water it, and God get an increase. But like,
preach,
right?
But like, you can't think that you have to do every part of the thing. We all work in different facets of as a community to help.
I have grown to that, and just kind of delegate it out, and y'all do it. Yeah. But at the end of the day,
you're definitely less like aggressive with your. Now you be like, you good? Everything good? You sure? Yeah, you good? Okay, I'm just checking. I ain't gonna cry,
but at the end of the day, I'm still sitting back saying,
right. I know that.
Yeah.
You got something on your mind. I know. I'm your daddy.
Yes.
9 times out of 10, what?
It's true.
I was just trying to figure out about my shoes. I mean,
You're lying.
But
I
it
was
happens.
thinking Air Forces or
I
Adidas.
mean, we were just trying to figure
I
out.
can tell when each one of y'all have that distressed
Yeah.
look.
Yes.
I can tell. Even Portia come in. No, I'm good.
But I explain to Daddy a lot of times that I need for you to be able to decipher when I just need to vent and when I need something fixed. Because a lot of the times, and I guess this is a father thing.
Well, this is a you thing. Tell me, nigga.
No, but my point is if I'm coming to you to vent,
You're right.
You don't need
You
to
just
fix.
need to.
I don't need you to fix
You just
nothing.
need
I
the
just
ear.
need you to just
Just
be
the
a listening
ear.
ear. And I
Okay.
only say that because I am that as well. Like when he come, like, okay, is this a vent thing or is this something that I need to be trying to work on fixing?
One of the things I do, like with my friends, I'm like, okay, first of all, do you have space for this?
Right.
And secondly, I just need to vent. So you have to like say,
Yeah.
off top, I don't need to say, I just need someone to have a listening ear.
Don't
Do
need
you
a
have the space for that?
solution.
Right.
Right.
Wow.
Got space for that?
I'm always the solution though. Fix it, Felix. You know, I just want
But
to come
that's
in. That's the
not-
whole.
I know, but
I don't know nothing else.
You can't fix everything.
It's
No, you can't.
can.
No.
Only he can fix it.
Hush! Hey!
I think we should end on that though.
Hey, Man Family Dinner, thank
Thank
y'all
you.
so much.
Please subscribe and like, share.
This is-
We hope this is good for those who are working or dealing with a blended family, have a bonus family. It can work. It takes work. We love you.
And it ain't easy, but it can be.
But
fixed.
it can be better.
Fix
It can be
Felix.
greener. But I love you, and remember to always love your family.
And what?
Don't let a day go by without telling your family you love them.
Nah.
Love y'all.
Y'all.
Thank y'all for
Love
coming
y'all.
to our channel.
Wow.